Hello everyone and welcome back to enjoy some poetry. The first one is called Who? Who will feed the dicky birds on the garden wall? Winter time is very big. They are very small. Who will feed the dicky birds on the frozen trees? Every little twitter means, feed us if you please. Who will feed the dicky birds in the frost and snow? See them on the chimney pot, cuddled in a row. Who will feed the dicky birds till the days of spring? Think of what they do for you and the songs they sing. I will feed the dicky birds, and when springtime comes, every little song will mean thank you for the crumbs. By Florence Hudson. The next is called Trains. Our garden's very near the trains. I think it's jolly fine that I have just to climb the fence to watch the railway line. I love to see the train that takes a minute to the mile. The engine man, as he goes past, has only time to smile. Then comes a train with empty trucks that never goes so fast. Its driver man has always time to wave as he goes past. The man who drives the luggage train that passes here at 3 not only smiles and waves his hand, but whistles once just for me. That poem is by Hope Shepherd. The next is called My Little Dog. I helped a little lame dog over such a stile. He followed me with gratitude many a weary mile. I shahooed at him and chased him, but he stuck there close behind. I'm sure his bark was saying, I know that you'll be kind. He came into my house and he wouldn't go away. So I'll keep my little lame dog to myself if I may. By Pearl Forbes McEwen. The next, What Piggy Wig Found. Piggy Wig found he had 4 little feet, and said to his mother one day, Mother, I find I have 4 little feet. What shall I do with them, pray? Run about, Piggy Wig Wig, run on your 4 little feet and grow big. Piggy Wig found he had 2 little eyes, and said to his mother one day, "Mother, I find I have 2 little eyes. What shall I do with them, pray?" Look about, Piggy Wig Wig. Look with your 2 little eyes and grow big. Piggy Wig found he had 1 little nose, and said to his mother one day, "Mother, I find I have 1 little nose. What shall I do with it, pray?" Sniff about, Piggy Wig Wig. Sniff with your little nose and grow big. Piggy Wig found he had 1 little mouth, and said to his mother one day, "Mother, I find I have 1 little mouth. What shall I do with it, pray?" Eat with it, Piggy Wig Wig. Eat with your 1 little mouth and grow big. So Piggy Wig ran on his 4 little toes, and looked with his 2 little eyes, and ate with his mouth, and sniffled with his nose, and soon he grew big and wise. That's by Enid Blyton, and I'm sure that many know that name. The next is called Making Tens. How many ways can you bring me 10? Now think fast, my merry little men. Glad to be first, see Jack's eyes shine, as he quickly comes to me with 1, and right on his heels his usual mate. Robert follows with 2, and next to come is Dick from Devon, and he has written 3. And then follows quickly Harold Hicks. I see he makes it 4. And last of all comes Mortimer Clive. But first to think of 5, and that's by M. Hutchinson. The next is called The King of China's Daughter. The King of China's daughter, so beautiful to see, with her face like yellow water, left her nutmeg tree. Her little rope for skipping she kissed and gave it me, made of painted notes of singing birds and the fields of tea. I skipped across the nutmeg grove, I skipped across the sea, but neither sun nor moon, my dear, has yet caught me. That's by Edith Sitwell. The next, Little Trotty Wagtail. Little Trotty Wagtail, he went in the rain, and twittering, tottering, sideways, he near got straight again. He stooped to get a worm, and looked up to get a fly, and then he flew away ere his feathers they were dry. Little Trotty Wagtail, he waddled in the mud, and left his little footmarks trample where he would. He waddled in the water pudge, and waggle went his tail, and chirruped up his wings to dry upon the garden rail. Little Trotty Wagtail, you nimble all about, and in the dimpling water pudge you waddle in and out. Your home is nigh at hand, and in the warm pigsty. So, little Master Wagtail, I'll bid you a good bye. By John Clay. The next is called Twice. Twice one are two, and twice two are four. Say it over carefully, at least once more. Twice two are four, and twice three are six. Say it over carefully, until it sticks. Twice three are six, and twice four are eight. Write it down on paper pad or on your slate. Twice four are eight, and twice five are 10. Write it down with pencil, or with chalk or pen. Twice 5 are 10, and twice 6 are 12. In the number garden you must delve, delve, delve. By M.M. Hutchinson. The next is called Mincemeat. Sing a song of mincemeat, currants, raisins, spice, apples, sugar, nutmeg, everything that's nice. Stir it with a ladle with a lovely wish. Drop it in the middle of your well-filled dish. Stir again for good luck. Pack it all away, tied in little jars and pots, until Christmas Day. By Elizabeth Gold. And if you remember, that particular poem is the same as another one, blackbirds when they're baked in the pie. 'Tis the very same sort of rhyme. The next is called Two Little Kittens. Two little kittens, one stormy night, began to quarrel and then to fight. One had a mouse, and the other had none, and that was the way the quarrel begun. "I'll have that mouse," said the bigger cat. "You'll have what mouse? We'll see about that." "I will have that mouse," said the tortoise shell, and spitting and scratching on her sister she fell. "I've told you before, 'twas a stormy night when these two kittens began to fight. The old woman took the sweeping broom and swept them both right out of the room. The ground was covered with frost and snow. They had lost the mouse and had nowhere to go. So they lay and shivered beside of the door till the old woman finished sweeping the floor. And then they crept in as quiet as mice, all wet with snow and as cold as ice. They found it much better that stormy night to lie by the fire than to quarrel and fight. That's by Jane Taylor. The last one is called 10 Little Indian Boys. One little Indian boy making a canoe. Another came to help him, and then there were two. Two little Indian boys climbing up a tree. They spied another one, and then there were three. Three little Indian boys playing on the shore. They called another one, and then there were four. Four little Indian boys learning how to dive. An older one taught them, and then there were five. Five making arrows, then from slender shining sticks. One came to lend a bow, and then there were six. Six little Indian boys wishing for 11. One only could they find, and then there were 7. 7 little Indian boys marched along in state. One joined the growing line, and then there were 8. 8 little Indian boys camping near the pine. One came with bait for fish, then there were 9. 9 little Indian boys growing to be men captured another brave one, and then there were 10. And that's by M.M. Hutchinson. That's the last of the poems. Thank you for listening, and many